Good shit show.
Oh no. Like when you're asking, like, so you're like, cause like, you know, you can ask all the characters, like, so what do you do in the Imperium? When you ask him that, he's like, oh, we protect the tithe and protect important people, basically. It's like, well, what if someone's murdered in front of you? It's like, well, has their innocence already been proven in a court? No. Are they important? No.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't. Basically, yeah.
This is my outdated copy of the Book of Judgment. I sometimes use it as a support beam.
Oh yeah, no, they reference that too because they asked because you say like, hey, do you have a copy of the Lex Imperialis on you? Like, I want to read it, and the Arbites just looks at you. Is like, dude, I could recite that nonstop for an entire 24 hours, and I wouldn't even finish the first chapter.
You see, the Imperium is bullshit.
He literally says it's literally impossible for any one person to know all of it.
That was the wrong leg to grab. Was it? Yes. Don't mind me, chat. That will possibly come in. I'm just fucking up because I had a smaller fucking tripod years ago, and then I lost it. I tip my hat to you, but I lost it.
I want to go back in the box. The box doesn't judge.
The box doesn't judge. Well, if it ain't the prince, good day, Your Majesty. Oh, shit. Alright, that seems a little bit better. Hey, Tunist. You see, I've taken all of your critiques, everybody, and I got my big camera tripod because I thought I'd be cool, and I thought, like, I would be able to, like, afford a green screen. Past announcer of games is a fucking idiot. His dreams are shattered. This is the present. We can't afford a green screen.
You can use a blue screen.
We can't afford that.
Honestly, the color of the screen doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter. The Ultra Key... Green is just preferred because, like, it's the easiest color.
It's easier to work with.
Yeah, it's easier to work with. Genuinely, I could get a blue screen, I get a red screen. It doesn't matter. The Ultra Key program... Well, Ultra Key effect... does not give two flying fucks. I painted a lot today. I'm proud of that. The butcher's nails dig deeper into the person's brain. Is that why Lorgar made Angron a demon so he wouldn't die? Okay, so no. The butcher's nails do not bite down deeper into your brain. The problem is that Angron and all the Primarchs have like a healing factor. They have regeneration. So when the butcher's nails bite down into you, they're biting into you. So they're obviously leaving a hole there. Well, there, but your brain still, like, fills in the gaps, right? Like, because it's healing itself. The problem is that trying to remove it kills the person, first off, but for Angron specifically, his brain healed over it. So, while it bites deeper, like, while it bites, his brain just heals over it. And then it just keeps going deeper and deeper because he's just constantly healing over it.
It's also kind of misunderstanding what the butcher's nails actually... think of the butcher's nails more like Must Neuralink.
Yeah. Man, we heard back from that guy yet?
I don't think it... Like, the last I heard about Neuralink is they tested it on a monkey.
They tested it on a guy, I think, too.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
So it was going to kill him eventually. Yeah, he was going to burn out, basically. And the Emperor just went, fuck it. He's gonna die anyway. Might as well get what use out of the monkey wrench I can. And I think it speaks for itself at the end of the day about what happened.
The same thing is happening to all the Legionnaires too. Just Corn's keeping them alive.
Yeah, they're not long for this world, chat. Ooh, how do I want to do this? Okay, so she's got... Okay, so she's either got her blouse, or she does, like, the black, full black dress. I think it'd be easier to do the full black dress, but then I want the armor to stand out from the cape. Ooh.
Highlights, gold highlights, or red.
Oh, that's what I'm doing. Like, we got all the paints here.
Yeah.
Yes, a good question. Oh, I didn't even realize that, like, one of her hands is bone. Ooh, that's cool. Mitsuki, you got a fucking sick-ass model, dude. And I do, like, the orb is going... I think the hardest part is how I'm going to do the flames. It's basically just deciding, like, how much black do I want and how I'm going to go about it. Ooh, okay. I think I should do her armor white. Like the under armor, and then do all the cloth, like all the exterior cloth black, and the inner cloth has to be the orange. But ooh, no, there's another complication. Okay, goes into purples and reds, and orange too. Ooh, Mitsuki again, sick ass fucking model, dude. Holy shit. I can't remember a psyker can't get the nails, or can they can't. Their brain literally can't do it.
If a normal person gets them, they just kind of die.
Yeah, like if you tried, like they did try to put the nails inside a psyker, he exploded. Like his head exploded.
Wait, I wonder if it would work with the biomancer because they could heal themselves.
I don't think they wanted to test it.
It might work with a biomancer.
It might, but
I don't think anyone wants to test that.
they tried enough. Alright, we'll paint up the cloth black first. Then we'll go from there. Because black is easy to fix. Also, yes, hi, Sarah. Thanks for...
I can hear her.
Thanks for puking on my carpet earlier. Sarah's a very picky eater. I don't know, like... I love my cat. I love her. I want to preface this. I love her. We take very good care of her. Just, like, she's a very picky eater. Her stomach does not like a lot of the food we get. So we have to, like, buy very specific food and then switch it up. So that way, so, like, she doesn't get bored with it. And then, like, her stomach's just like... Don't like you. How's your day
Most
going
cats
so
are
far?
picky eaters.
How's your day going so far? My day is going... I did not sleep well. I have no music playing. What the fuck am I doing with my life? There we go.
I'll be your idol.
Also, apparently people really like the Yu-Gi-Oh! 40K idea I came up with. I'm like, it's so fucking obvious!
You say that.
Listen, how do you push plastic? You put a popular cartoon beside it. It worked with Beyblade, it worked with Beat 'em On. It still works with Gundam! No one can argue. Yes, even you can't argue, cat. Oh, you should sleep. You see, I'd love to. But there's a problem.
We would all love
Okay.
sleep.
Nathan Cat, thank you for the sub there, buddy. I'm gonna put...
If I can go back to being able to sleep through the night, I would. In a heartbeat.
God, would I love sleep? Sleep would be amazing.
Oh no, I need water. Oh god.
Water is very good. I have my water bottle over here.
Oh, my character's about to die of thirst.
Oh, what game are you playing?
Dude.
Oh, Remlay's 40k responded to a thing from Gav Thorpe, and there was a Doom post, and he's like said a Dune sequel, man, and I responded Dune 3: Revenge of the Worm.
I mean, there is a third book.
I know. I know
There's a bunch of books.
there's so many books.
Well, that's because
The Sun, right?
his son started writing
Weren't they
to
bad?
to finish. Some are bad, some are good.
Hmm.
Some are just dumb, like Duncan Idaho and his magic dick saving the galaxy. I mean that literally too.
Yeah, I heard about that one.
His dick is literally magical. Yeah,
I'll
but
sleep when I'm dead. Sleep? What is this? Sleep is a mythical concept conjured by sorcerers. Sarah!
I I suddenly got the image in my head of like Gilliman. Like, all right, cool. That crusade is finished. I can finally relax and get some sleep. My lord, God, fucking damn it, Calgar.
I like to listen. I may not like Big Bang Theory, but there are some funny memes from it.
I don't need sleep. I need answers.
Yeah, I think that would be a perfect Gullyman meme. I don't need
Oh
sleep. I
yeah.
need fucking answers. Hey, boss, what's up? Currently petting a cat because she's a creature. You know, chat.
My
Cat cam.
lord, Fulgrim's back. I thought
Cat
I
cam.
stabbed that bitch.
Cat cam. Do not. Don't touch Mitsuki.
Touchy touchy.
She is screaming for dad. She wants dad to pay attention to her, but dad is busy. So she has to scream at me to get my attention. Do not smell the paint.
Probably should have looked how much how much water I had stored in my base before I started drinking it all.
How much water do you have? Actually,
I don't have any water anymore.
Better word was, how much water did you not have?
Not enough. It's time to start processing more bodies.
You steal... Oh, right, yeah, they have a whole system about stealing moisture from bodies.
Yeah, so that's actually like one of the cool things I like about like the Fremen culture is like their entire culture is surrounded around what's the word? Terraforming Arrakis or Dune into like a paradise world. And so that's what they're doing. Like your entire life's goal as a Fremen is to go around the desert collecting and drinking as much water as you can so that when you die we can harvest that water.
It's fucked up, but it makes sense.
And we're gonna store it so that one day when we have enough of it, we're just gonna open up all the stills and flood Arrakis.
Do they keep getting sabotaged? I don't remember if they do or not.
Yeah, the Empire does not want that to happen because that means no more spice production.
If you control the spice, you control the galaxy.
Oh yeah, the one drug we need for like, interstellar travel. Yeah. Let's get rid of the one planet it comes from. That's a great idea.
Have you thought about not doing that? Well, we did, but then we decided that we weren't evil enough if we didn't. So...
But then we decided that, hey, this planet is a fucking hellhole, and we don't want that anymore. But profits. I do make people mad with my opinion that Dune is just Lawrence of Arabia in space.
I can do something special for your cat, like if I create a portrait of you and your cat in one frame, vibing a cozy. No, she's.
Do it.
I appreciate it, but my cat is something that I like to refer to as she's kind of dumb, but she's my idiot. She's my big dum-dum, and I love her very much. But I don't think she would register us as a picture kind of a thing.
Coward. Didn't even try.
Didn't even try what? What did I not do?
Give them what they want.
What do they want?
Cats.
Well, the cat has abandoned post, so why didn't they just put worms into another planet? I don't know. Why don't we just colonize Mars?
Because the worms hate water.
They literally explode.
It's part of their reproduction process.
Yeah, you drop a single drop of water, it activates with a molecule that the worm leaves behind. Part of its reproduction cycle.
Not a molecule. A plankton.
A plankton.
Actually.
And then that plankton fucking explodes.
Yeah, they basically a billion of them form around the water, and turn it into a cyst, in which sand trouts will start forming. It explodes, usually killing most of the sand trouts, and any sand trout that survives will turn into a worm. And that's how spice is created.
That's a bad fucking time.
A giant sand trout orgy.
It's a bad fucking time for anybody nearby at the moment. But then it's a really good time for everybody else, because, like, that's how you get spice. Then just put them into a desert. That's the thing.
If you do
Okay, I'm gonna explain this to you. You try, with whatever resources you can get your hands on, to grab one of those giant worms and put it into an ecosystem without destroying that ecosystem or making that thing die in transit.
It's just gonna turn whatever planet you drop it on into a new Arrakis.
Which just makes the problem all over again.
Yeah.
Or if it can even survive in that biome.
Yeah. You're just gonna have to go and say, hey, we're just gonna find another desert planet to do this on. And you're just perpetuating the cycle.
Yeah, it's more complicated than you think it is. You can't just take something out of its environment and move it somewhere else.
Yeah, British.
You can't do the Patrick Star meme here. I'm sorry. It's frustrating, don't get me wrong. Because, like, you think you got the answer, but then when you logistically and logically think about it, the answer is not an answer. It's
And Nether, the reason why the Bene Gesserit did that is so that Leto II, Paul's child, could turn himself into a worm.
Worm.
Yeah, he's literally a worm from the nipples down.
Praise the worm.
And he creates something called the Golden Path, which is if you think the Imperium is fucking bad with its human rights violations.
Where did I say I didn't like the Souls games? I don't like Souls likes. There's a difference.
Yeah, most Souls likes don't have the attention or care put into them as the actual Souls games.
I'm gonna get my brain out on this one. So I like Dark Souls 3. I think it's a great game. I think it's really good. I think Dark Souls 1 is very flawed. I think Demon Souls is very flawed. And I think Dark Souls 2 is not a Dark Souls game.
Anyone who thinks Demon Souls is the best one is mentally ill.
I played the remaster, and I can tell you right now, that shit is cryptic as fuck. even with a lot of the stuff they made in the remaster to help you, I think it's cryptic as fuck. What a lot of Souls-like games get wrong. Dark Souls is not hard when you actually think about it. It is pattern recognition and how good can you memorization, pattern recognition, and how much have you leveled up? It's why bonk builds work so well. Dark Souls is the game of bashing your head against a wall until this problem is solved.
Until the wall breaks.
Until the wall breaks. It is overcoming the challenge. And note, Dark Souls, aside the jank hitbox of Midir the Dark Eater, fuck Midir the Dark Eater, by the way, worst boss fight in the game. People could say, oh, but it's like an actual challenge. No, fuck you, it's bad. Fundamentally, every boss has a pattern. Every boss does have a weakness. When I look at other Souls games, their boss fights are not planned out. Their enemies are not planned out. And they're also cryptic as fuck. It's why they learn in Dark Souls 1 and 2, you gotta stop being fucking cryptic. They give you... Now, granted, that doesn't mean they hand you the information. Like, they don't have, like, someone just around saying, oh, stick your finger in here, asshole. No. They have a statue performing a certain salute. And you gotta mirror that salute. They allowed players to tell everyone where to go. Are there somewhere they'll fuck with you? Oh yeah. I have fallen for the thing down there trick. And then I played again and again, and I learned. I adapted. When it comes to games like Code Vein and other games like it, they are hard because they're bullshit. There is no good reaction time any reasonable human can have for those boss encounters. You have to hope to God that the enemy just doesn't use a certain attack, or you're fucked. As well, really think about Dark Souls 3's boss structure for a second. When you think of some of the hard bosses in it, you think like Gale, the Knight, Dark Eater Midir, the Dragon Slayer Armor, the Dancer of the Boreal Valley, those kinds of fights. But then you forget about some of the other boss fights that happen in the game, like the fight with the Erd Tree, or the fight with the Watchers of the Dark. Those aren't hard. They hit hard, but they are not hard. You know what makes the Watchers challenging? There's a fucking lot of them. And then the phase 2 is you're fighting one of them. There are easy boss fights and there are hard boss fights. And then there are some boss fights that require a little bit more than bonking as a... They require a little bit more strategic bonking than they do just straight up bonking. Code Vein, here's another boss. Here's another bullshit boss. I hope your iframes oh, wait, you don't have those! You dumb fuck! When it comes to Soul-like games, they are built to be not fair. When Dark Souls never tried to do that. There are some games that do succeed in this, by the way. That Pinocchio game, apparently, it did fairly well. But then, like, think about, like, all the other Souls games that came out. they're either jack shit boring to look at, they're cryptic as fuck and you don't know where to go, you don't know what to do, so you get frustrated and you put it down, or their bullshit challenge tricks you into thinking that it's fair when in reality it's not, and it leads to a very frustrating game experience. Why do you think no one talks about Black Myth Wukong anymore? Oh, this will change the industry, they scream! Didn't even fucking do anything. Didn't push the needle. Didn't even touch fucking Dark Souls at all. And it didn't do anything new.
Also, Nethercat, you're not right, but you're not wrong. You're talking about Rakkus and the Battle of Rakkus, which the Bene Gesserit were setting up as a replacement for Arrakis, because that was being terraformed, until Rakkus blew up, killing all the sandworms on it, so they had to go back to Arrakis.
Yeah, so, sorry. Just, like...
Yeah, you're good.
I like Dark Souls 3.
I changed the subject.
No, you're good. You're good. You were answering that with Cat. I like Dark Souls 3. I think it's a great game. Is it one of my top 10? No. Is it in my top 20? Yes. My problem, though, with Souls-like is that it's part of a genre that I also just don't enjoy that much. I don't enjoy bashing my head against a wall to overcome a challenge. That's not how I like to do things. The only reason I completed Dark Souls 3 is because my wife, my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, basically saw it on sale with all of its DLC and told me to my face, hey, if I buy this for you, will you let me watch you play it? Because she wanted to buy me a game, but she wanted to buy a game that she got to decide. I.e., I told her, I'll play any game that you buy me, just let me see what it is. So it's not like a trap or anything. She remembers watching me struggle against the first fucking boss. And then, like,
I mean, the first boss of any Dark Souls game is to teach you you're gonna get your shit rocked.
Yeah. He teaches, like, the first boss of Dark Souls 3 is honestly probably the easiest boss in all of video games.
And you're not meant to survive them.
And you're not...
Any of them.
His whole shtick is that he hits really damn hard and really damn slow. But he's got the length. Teaching you as a player to not roll away from him, roll into him. Because you're using his range against him. And he can't respond very quickly to you while you're in front of him, like while you're like hugging him. Which then leads them to wind up giving you enough time to roll back. That's his whole shtick. Once you figure that out, you're golden. I didn't figure that out till my fifth goddamn try. And I was already fuming. But then, after we beat that boss, Phoenix goes away for a week. And then comes back and finds out I beat the fucking game. I was decked out with an Exile Greatsword. I had the Fallen Knight armor, everything.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water.
Exile Greatblade, all the way maxed out with a heavy gem. What's my opinion of Armored Core? It's Dark Gundam. I know a lot of people will stab me for that one, but like it's just Dark Gundam. What if Gundam, but way more evil, way more dark and corporate? And I think it's fine.
What if Gundam took inspiration from 40K?
Yeah.
That's basically Armored Core.
And no, that's not me decrying or saying it's bad. It's not. I played Fires of Rubicon. I think it's very good. I just don't like how it's structured as a game to keep me engaged as a player.
I just don't like Souls games.
And that's totally fair. It takes very specific Souls games for me to get into in a very particular circumstance. I.e.,
I think... Good.
My wife has to buy it for me, and then I have to suffer through it. I learned to love Dark Souls 3 through fucking pain.
I think the only Souls game I actually liked was Bloodborne.
And that's usually what everyone fucking says at the end of the day. I like Bloodborne. And I'm like, why do you like Bloodborne? Oh, it's because the story, the aesthetic, everything else about it. I'm like, cool, you like Victorian era shit.
Mm-hmm. I do. And I will freely admit that.
At least you have the balls to admit it. So many other people don't.
I know what I like, and I am completely fine with admitting it.
So many people get mad at me. Oh, I'm missing some metal. Hold on. Hear me? Gonna grab some metal.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, chat. Time for the revolution. It's time for the coup. Time for the coup, chat.
Okay, I'm back. I'm full of sucker. I'm a full sucker for gothic themes. And again, if that's what you enjoy, that's what you enjoy. Viva la revolution.
Yeah, there is now my secretary of... What do I want her to be the secretary of?
Secretary of War.
No. Secretary of Silliness.
Oh. As long as you don't call Monster Hunter Souls-like, that shit stays put. I would not call Monster Hunter a Souls-like. Souls-likes encourage you to be... Souls-likes encourage you to be aggressive and not work as a team, even though there are mechanics to do that. Monster Hunter is a cooperative PvE game.
Monster Hunter is a survival game disguised as a Souls game.
I won't even say that. I won't even say it's a Souls game.
Well, you, sir, are a coward. No wonder why there was a coup.
Thank you. Thank you for addressing something I already knew. It's very much that one scene of Hiffle where it's like, all right, Guru, let him out. You are a coward. Spits out Ginyu.
No.
No.
All of them survived.
No. There's an albino Namekian among us. Kill it like the rest. The rest? What do you mean the rest?
Where do you think the water went? My lord, so many people died.
Now,
How do you think I got so far?
Hey, Guru, how did you die? Cancel culture! He died by... just to let you know, he committed a genocide. Oh, you commit one genocide, says Frieza.
Yeah. Commit one genocide and suddenly you're Space Hitler.
It's actually how Raccoon joined the Force.
I fucking love Raccoon.
Also, apparently he slept with Goldo's wife in that canon.
Wait, what?
Yeah, have you not watched Hiffle?
I've watched some of it.
There's an episode where King Cold comes to visit, because now King Cold's like the manager of Hiffle. Of all the Hiffles, actually.
Oh, okay.
And, they're doing, like, arts and crafts in one episode. Like, macaroni arts and crafts, and of course, like, King Cold's like, it's... We're doing it with, like, macaroni and stuff. It's supposed to be macrame. Is that not the same thing?
No. You do one in a mental institution.
And, Burner at one point says, like, hey, where's all the rigatoni? And the next thing you hear is Raccoon say, Raccoon has finished his masterpiece! Because they're, like, they're making art of the greatest regrets. And his greatest regret was sleeping with Goldo's wife.
No.
It's so fucking funny. Also, apparently King Cold practices casual nudity.
That makes sense.
Oh my god, Daddy! What, Frieza? Is that there's nothing to be ashamed about. Literally, there's nothing there.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
King Cold's great. Like, they have done amazing things, the Hiffle crew, and it's amazing. Like, they brought in the movie villains. Of course, like, they couldn't get, like, some of the original actors back from, like, the other abridged series, but, like, they did bring back... They did make some smart choices. Actually, the funniest thing... Guess who they paired up original movie Broly with? Like, guess who his roommate is in Hiffle?
Vegeta?
No, it's Turles.
Huh.
The guy who looks like Goku. They teamed them up together. And Turles is, like, his comfort coach. It's really funny.
So you think I'm actually Satan? Yes. And you still want me as your servant? Yes. Why? Well, I want to drink from the Grail. Like, wait, you don't want the wish? No. I just want to bathe in the blood of my enemies while drinking. Oh, what was she drinking from it? Well, drinking ginger ale from the Holy Grail. You know, teenage girl stuff.
Listen, so many people are like, you should watch Fate. You should watch Fate. Just watch Fate, announcer. You'll love it. And I watched one movie, and I was so lost.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Announcer, just give it a chance, announcer. Give it a chance. Says my brother. Says my roommate. And I just go, no, I don't think I will.
Though Unlimited Blade Works is probably the most beginner friendly.
Gonna stop
out of
right
all
there.
of them.
I barely have the attention span for anything that isn't what I already know. Do you honestly think I'm gonna survive with that? Also, I'm already pissed enough as is with Fate Stay Night, with, like, Fate, because they're taking historical figures, and they're just fucking with it, and I'm just like...
What, you don't want King Arthur as a teenage girl?
No. I also think
What
that
about-
Alexander the Great should have been the fucking twink!
Kukulane was a twink, though.
Cool, you got one.
Who was Berserker in Unlimited Blade Works? I don't remember. I have Google. Why am I thinking about this?
I have Google. Why am I debating this?
Limited Blade Works. Who was Berserker? Oh, he was Heracles. Makes sense.
Was he a twink too?
I'm gonna DM you what he looks like in the fucking show. He is not a twink. In fact, I would say he's the opposite of a fucking twink.
I just want to
Discord.
see CJ DeChamp doing the trial of Conrad Kurz. You're gonna be very disappointed. It's not a big trial. The trial of Conrad Kurz is more of the, hey, let's air out everyone's dirty laundry. And have, like, laugh at Lionel's expense.
It was also just kind of already a foregone conclusion what was gonna happen.
Yeah. Like, Conrad, like,
Let's
put it this way.
It was a fake trial.
Let's put it this way. How a lot of people read 40K is that they think it's a lot more epic than it is, when in reality, a lot of it's a lot of mundane conversations. The
There you
trial
go.
of
There's Berserker.
Okay. Alright. What does it look like? Hit me, bitch.
Yeah. That's Heracles.
I don't know who this Sky Queen is. Get away from me. Oh. Oh. Okay, it's just
Yeah, that beefcake.
Broly but red. Got it.
Yeah. With red eyes, too.
Doesn't help. But yeah, no, like, it's not an epic conversation. I want people to understand that right now. Like, Conrad isn't going, like, he's not doing a grand speech. He's just psychotically laughing at them.
Yeah. Because he knows it's a sham.
He knows it's a sham. He knows it's bullshit. And he's like, yeah, no, Lionel should be... if I'm guilty, then Lionel should be just as guilty as me. Why? What did he do? He nuked the fucking mountain like you told him not to.
If I'm up here, why isn't the Alpha Legion up here? Know what shit they've done?
It's not as, like... It's not written to be, like, this big condemnation of them. It's Conrad basically just going, like... the entire time. Because he's not taking it seriously, because... Yeah, why the fuck would he? He's not angry at any of them. He's just like, oh, that's fucking rich coming from you. It's that.
It's the Joker every time he actually gets arrested.
Yeah. It's not as interesting as you would think it is. The interesting parts of the Angels of Caliban book, where Conrad Kurz's trial is in, is... Actually, this is a problem I have with, like, The Last Jedi. Half of it's good, the other half of it's boring as sin. Anything to do with Caliban is boring. Anything to do with Lionel Johnson navigating how to deal with Gulliman, and Gulliman dealing with him in turn, is interesting. And just seeing, like, how both of them react to social consequences going on around them. Because Lionel Johnson's entire ethos in that book is that there's the problem, I'm gonna go stab it. without thinking about the long-term ramifications of going to stab the problem.
Well, if I stab the problem, it's not a problem anymore.
Yeah, if I stab the problem, it's not a problem anymore. Why are you bitching at me about it? Whereas Gulliman's like, there are civilians up there. The populace on McCrag, like, we genuinely just talk shit out here. Even the people in the north.
You solved the problem, but 10,000 people died.
Which then destabilizes more of the north because Gulliman actually talked to a lot of them. And Lionel Johnson just responds, they were rebels. They needed to die. Without understanding why those rebels were rebelling. I wonder if it's because there was a fucking psychotic murderer hiding in their catacombs who threatened them actively. I wonder if that was part of it.
With a second insane asshole coming to invade them.
It's why Gulliman got so angry with him, because he's just like, you have no political tact for the situation.
You also just don't know how to interact with normal humans, like, at all.
Pretty much. And hence why, like, I tell people, you're going to be disappointed in a lot of the conversations that happen. Is Angron's speech to Gulliman epic? Yes. But as well, a lot of people seem to misunderstand the situation going on there too. You gotta remember that Gulliman and Angron never interacted for an extended period of time. And that's a problem.
At least not that they've shown us.
At least not that they've shown us. And Gulliman... And you gotta remember that Betrayer is written from the perspective of the World Eaters. It is written from their line of sight.
They probably interacted during the Great Crusade a bit.
I don't know if they did or not. That's the problem. But anyway...
They did. They would have had to, at the very least, at Olnor.
Wait, you don't know who CJ the Champ is? I think I do. Is he that TikToker?
CJ the Champ? I haven't heard of him.
No, I don't know who the fuck he is. He's got YouTube reaction thumbnails, though, so I'm already disinclined to like him.
Yeah, there's only, like, 2 or 3 reaction channels I actually like.
I don't even like reaction channels.
Well, the only reason why, like, one of them I really like is because she is a restaurant owner. And that is the kind of reaction stuff she does, is dealing, like, with a lot of restaurants and cooking. And that's, I would say 80% of the video is just her talking about it. It's not just her sitting there like, oh, that's funny. Oh, I hate those reaction people.
Yeah,
just
no, that's the reaction people I'm talking about.
Yeah, no. If you're gonna react to something, actually, like, further the conversation.
Yeah. Chat, like, I know a lot of you are like, oh, have you heard of this guy? Have you heard of this person? No. I most likely haven't.
You know how little content creators actually consume content?
Like, guys, I'm not watching YouTube a whole lot. I'm in here working a lot more than you think.
Yeah.
And
also, it's like, YouTube is also your job. Why would you mix your free time with your job?
Exactly. Like, I'm not actively watching stuff. If I'm watching stuff, like,
it's usually because, like, me or Will or Shadow sent it to you.
Yeah, or my brother sent it to me, or I'm watching YouTubers that I like and, like, already know, like, fundamentally very well. Or I'm watching my friends' shit because, like, they want support and I give them the support because I like them and I want them to succeed. But like I have had little to no time to like go and discover new content creators. I'm gonna like I can count on one hand the amount of content creators I have discovered in the past 3 years. One of them being the Party Crashers. Sophist, TC Nick 3, King of Skill, and why am I forgetting his name? I feel like a dick. What the fuck is his name? Fuck it. I feel bad. I need to say his name. Vernius. Fuck. And then there's Legends of Adventurous. And that's it. Aside any of my friends, that is fucking it. And I know, like, to a lot of people, that's really disappointing, but I don't consume a lot of content that isn't part of my job. Or, like, I'm already having to, like, be prepared to pre-order Horus Heresy 3rd Edition tomorrow. So that way I can prepare my fucking brain for that.
Have they released the prices yet?
No.
Or at least announced them?
They have not announced prices. They don't announce prices till day of.
I was hoping this time they would.
No, they never do.
It's probably going to be a more expensive box considering what's in it.
I would be very surprised if it wasn't anything less than 300.
I'm guessing like 350, 400.
I'm guessing like 375.
I'm hoping for like 250, 300, but that's not happening.
There's like, what? A Dreadnought, 6 Terminators, a Praetor, and 2 Mark IIs? And 2 Mark II squads and 2 turrets?
What's the name of the box set?
Drop Site Massacre, I think.
Drop Site Massacre box set. No, I don't want the book. I want the box set, please. You gonna load? Computer? Never. I didn't spend $6 grand on you for you to take like 5 minutes alone to load.
It's probably your internet then, bud.
It's probably my internet right now. No, I don't care about the release times. I already know those. That's already... It's already in my phone to alert me. Unit numbers? Maybe that'll get me what I want. Oh, it would also help if I wasn't looking up images. Okay, so it's... 1 Praetor in Saturnine.
Yep.
A Centurion in Mark II.
Or Praetor Mark II, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's the same thing. 40 Mark II Legionaries.
Okay.
6 Saturnine Terminators, 1 Saturnine Dreadnought, the Arachne platform, and then 2 sets of disintegrator weapons.
Yeah, so it's not entirely equal to the first Horus Heresy box, but it's close. It's like the first Taurus Heresy box was 40 Marines, 10 Terminators, a Dreadnought, a Spartan, and 2 characters.
Yep.
And it was like, in my opinion, one of the best deals you could have gotten for models. Over in the UK, a bunch of third-party sellers put their prices up at around... I don't know how much that is in Canadian. Take pound sterling and double it.
Yeah.
That's Canadian. But if it's on the third-party market, that's scalper prices.
Yeah. Yeah, 156 euros. That's gonna be about 250 American. 250, 300. Don't quote me on that, please.
As one of my artist friends said, we snow Mexicans are fucking worthless, aren't we?
I'm sorry.
Love you, Pen.
It's funny.
It's not wrong. Canadian currency around the world is worthless, even though apparently we subsidize a lot of you motherfuckers!
Yeah. And the age of the American dollar is dying. Used to be, I could go anywhere in the world with a $100 bill and be able to buy anything. Not anymore.
Well, with you guys putting a tariff now on Brazil, 50%.
Yeah, and you know who is trying to say, no, the real tariff date's August 1st. It's been the plan from the beginning.
I don't know who.
You know fucking who.
Oh, yeah. It's... Yay! I love instability.
He's also trying to make DC a state so he could be its governor as well as being president.
You can't do both. You know what am I saying?
He's gonna fucking try. Despite the whole point of DC not being a state was so that no one state could have the fact that the capital of the country being in a state would give that state too much political power, which is the reason why DC will never be a state. Which kind of sucks for everyone living in DC.
Solution, just don't live in DC.
What'd you say?
Solution, just don't live in DC. Big brain moment.
The opposite of solutions exists in DC.
Is that the motto of DC Comics?
Don't you bring fucking Batman into this.
I was playing Batman last night, so... For the renegade god, let the galaxy burn. Stop worshipping the Emperor. We're painting a Chaos Marine right now.
Emperor sucks.
I've already done a video on Malal. Malal is the Emperor. Get over it. I will forever now be saying this to anyone who's like, what happened to Malal? It's the Emperor. It's a Dark King. You're never getting him back. Because copyright! Not just any copyright. UK copyright. And I don't understand how UK copyright works.
I don't either. So
Exactly. That's and no one's been able to explain it to me. And I'm just like, well,
I know how Canadian copyright works. I know how American copyright works. I know Japanese copyright works, and to an extent Chinese, but not British.
I know. I just
Chinese
love
copyright
sawing
system is
mouths and people with the
fucked.
renegade gun. No malice here, just painting models. Oh, you are gonna be trust the process massively, aren't you, you little bastard? Paint the
So you're
model.
doing all this, yes, because the Imperium didn't send you to an important world. Yes. Telling me you decided to sacrifice 100,000 people, 50,000 guardsmen, try to murder me, and turn this planet into a demon world because you were jealous. Yes.
Yes.
Well, at least you were confident in the plan.
At least you're honest
Your
about it.
reasons for it were, your reasons for the plan are dumb, but you put together a pretty good plan. It almost worked.
Man, Doofenshmirtz, why'd you take over the world? Well, you see, I lost my toy train. Choo choo. Also, apparently, canonically, that Doofenshmirtz is still married to his wife.
Oh.
They're like, they did divorce, but like they do actually love each other. And it's basically just like, well, why did you two divorce if you love each other? Dude, think about all the things you can do as a divorcee. Think of all the advantages you get. Especially if you're evil.
Yeah, but what about all the disadvantages?
It's, I don't fucking know, dude. I've never been divorced. Nor am I in that part of my life where I want to be.
Yeah, it's not fun.
That's not.
I don't speak from personal experience. I haven't been divorced either,
I know. You.
but I've had friends who have.
Yep.
One of my friends has gone through 3.
Ooh.
And yeah, they're the entire American system for divorce severely favors women. To the point where you can have a dude who has sole custody of the child, is a sole caregiver, and is still paying child support to his ex-wife. Or you can prove that the ex-wife is an addict and shouldn't be responsible for taking care of any child, but still granted sole custody because they're.
This is a topic that I am not an expert in. We should not be commenting on because it is toxic. It is a toxic
It gets
conversation.
very toxic very quickly if you. Yeah.
And I'm putting the kibosh on it right the fuck now.
Okay. I am
Alright, at
very
5+, you
opinionated on
won't
the
hit a
subject, as you
divorce.
can tell.
You won't hit a divorce guy now, will you?
Yes.
I mean, he beats the shit out of Doofenshmirtz all the time. And Doofenshmirtz doesn't, like, uses divorce as, like, a shield, I think. Ever.
No, not that I remember.
Like, he gets alimony checks from
In
his
fact,
wife.
he's a fantastic dad too.
I would say he's fantastic, but I would say that he's a good dad.
He takes time to spend with his daughter and everything.
Yeah.
You know, taking time off work.
Taking interest in her
Actually,
interests.
criticizes Perry. Like, hey, I'm with my fucking daughter right now. Can we not?
Yeah, I'm not doing anything evil right now. I'm just spending time with my kid. Fuck you. You wouldn't know what that's like, would you? Patty? Patty the platypus?
Yeah, platypuses just abandon their young. A lot of animals do that.
Sea turtles.
Salmon. I don't really think about it. I don't think any non-mammals actually take care of their young. I think that's just a mammal thing.
It might just... I know birds do it. Avians do. There are some species
that's
that
right.
don't, though.
That's true.
It depends on the species.
Oh, what's that bird species that'll hide its young in other birds' nests so that they raise it? Oh, I can't remember now.
I like to refer to them as the Dio's dad's bird.
It was me. Dio.
What was his dad's name again?
I don't remember.
Crocodiles and alligators take care of their young. Oh, neat.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Dario. Dario was his name. Fuck, when TFS did that at Bridge, that was funny. Hey. Hello, my name is Dario Brightstar, and I'm looting your corpse. Oops, and this is my son. You're gonna race him over your dead body. Dies. Jojo, this is your brother. This is your adopted brother, Dio. I have returned. Hello, Aaron. Whales or mammals? I bring discussions. What discussions do you bring? What do you bring to my neck of the woods today?
I bring gifts. The gift is plague.
I can tell I'm really tired. Did I forget the white? Fuck! Salamanders. Oh god, bore me. I'm sorry, I'll be right back. I'll explain more in a minute.
What about the... Confused.
I forgot the white! Ugh! What about salamanders? What about them?
Yeah, what about them?
What could possibly interest you about the salamanders that hasn't been talked about? I'm in the final stages of creating a Space Marine list on the Firestorm Assault Detachment. Cool. What does that mean? You're in the final stages of it.
Probably filling out the last few points.
I don't know what you want. You're taking Firestorm, you're obviously taking, like, Infernus squads. You know what is cooler? If you say Malal, they're not cool! They're edgy losers that have not been mentioned since the second fucking Battlefleet Gothic game. They're not cool. They're fucking cannibals that lost their homeworld and then got fucked in the ass.
I want to get fucked in the ass.
Well, you got plenty of buddies for that, don't you?
I do.
Well, so you joined the military. I thought you'd had enough of that.
Yeah, but nothing's like the same as like a chaos ass fucking, you know?
It's not the same, announcer. Play a game of baseball. Aggressors with flamestorm gauntlets. Cool. Good for you. I'm glad you're having fun with it. Why is it... how is this a discussion? Is there a Death Watch mini? Yes, there are Death Watch minis. There's kill teams for it.
Yes. You know what Malkador should have done?
Spank the Emperor at least once?
I was gonna say play catch with the Primarchs at least once.
They were all like fully grown men when he met them.
And? They got hands, don't they? Well, except for Ferris, but he doesn't count.
He has hands? They're just fucking silver. Also, I don't think any of them were interested in playing catch. Especially Conrad.
No, Conrad's more interested in skin the criminal.
I don't want to play this game, Malkador. Alright, what game do you want to play then? I want to play skin. The fuck does that mean? Allow me to show you. And now we skin him.
And we record it so that everyone else can watch later.
I see you're bored of that topic. I like your commentary, but I see you don't care. It's... What do you want me to say?
Aaron.
Aaron!
It's nothing with you. It's just Boss has been asked that question like a million different times.
I'm all... Like, what more discussion do you want? You have not given me a topic in which to tackle this from. It is... I'm making a list. I'm checking it twice. About what do I take and what not. What more do you want from me? Do you want my opinion?
Yes.
Do you want my opinion? Take what's fun. Is it a competitive scenario? I wouldn't be playing fucking Flamestorm Attachment in competitive, but like, that's just me. But like, what do you want? What is the topic of discussion?
Yeah, competitive in Firestorm, it's not going to be a very fun time for you, my man. Though, to be fair, Gladius.
I'm gonna fucking lose my shit. Oh my god. You people.
Breathe.
You said you wanted a discussion topic.
Yes.
Salamander's army list. You then tell me you're bringing Flamestorm Gauntlet aggressors. Cool. What do you want me to talk about here? Do you want me to talk about why Flamestorm is not good for competitive? Like what? You can't just say the name of something and then just drop it on me. It's what am I supposed to do with this? Didn't Malkador have a therapy elder that he kept on cloning after he told it stuff since it was so horrified it killed himself? I don't remember that.
I don't either.
I don't remember that at all. He had an aide who was dying of natural causes.
Cancer, you think?
It was age or something like that. And he told them everything because they were dying and he wanted to comfort them in their last moments. I.e., was the Horus Heresy planned? As Malkador says, it was. But is he lying is the problem. Is he lying to comfort a dying person who he cherished?
Or is he covering something up?
Or is he covering something up? +1 to wound is good, though. It's not +1 to wound. Flamestorm is not +1 to wound. That is your army. That is Oath of Moment. You get +1 strength at half range. +1 strength. That is not +1 to wound. Read the rule. Those two things are not similar. Granted, you can push a +3 to wound to a +2 to wound, depending on what you're hitting with. It makes Meltaguns slightly better. Called Ale Wintor. I gotta look it up. I'm also running off of 5 hours of sleep here, guys. I'm sorry. It was an Eldar human hybrid created by Malkador the Sigillite. Originally a pure-blooded Eldar, he was discovered in the Webway portal near the Imperial Palace. He was still alive, but his soul was fading. Malkador subsequently cloned him and combined his DNA with that of human components. Taking the name Ale Wintor, he became a servant of Malkador the Sigillite. Became a servant of Malkador. The Sigillite would confide in him the deepest and darkest secrets, including the truth behind the Horus Heresy. The knowledge would drive Wintor mad, and he repeatedly killed himself, only to be cloned by Malkador again. This process repeated itself 100 times. Witness clones began to grain into insanity faster and faster. However, shortly before the Siege of Terror, he learned the truth of his existence, but was subsequently brainwashed by Malkador, who stated he didn't need someone to confide his secrets to anymore. Winton took on a new purpose and later appeared before those Knights Errants who would go on to the Founding Green Knights, activating a Webway portal to allow them the passage to Titan. So many characters that do fucking little. Why do you exist? So I can get character to from point A to point B.
Writers, just because your story has 1 million characters doesn't make it good.
Doesn't make it deep. But yeah, like, though again, I didn't plan for a whole discussion as I will still check things, but on other notes, what are you painting? We're currently painting a Master of Possession. I'm gonna put it down for now because my shoulder is killing me. Fuck. Ow. And we'll turn off Mitsuki's portrait here for a bit. Yeah, this is gonna be a project and a half. Mitsuki, your model looks sick as fuck. But holy shit. Holy shit. Does it has all the colors in 40K that are painful. But you don't get better at something if you don't work on it. They added the laminators.
What?
Are you trying to say the lamenters? Or are you actually saying laminators to try and make people mad?
The laminators.
This is the laminators chapter. What do you guys do? We laminate shit?
Yeah, we work almost exclusively with the Administratum. We just laminate their documents for them. That's all we do. God, there probably is not in a starting chapter, but there probably is a group in the Administratum where that's all they do.
Laminate shit?
Yeah.
I don't think they have the resources for laminating. But the amount of stuff that's like broken down and shit. Oh yeah, that queen person's a fucking AI bot. Get the fuck out of my Discord. Fuck you. I always fucked up their name. Lamenter. Welcome to Spelling with Announcer of Games. My bad. No, sorry. Lamenters. Don't listen to me. I'm fucking stupid. I'm tired. Unlucky Sons of Guns. Boring Unlucky Sons of Guns. I've explained this ad nauseum why I find them fucking boring. Oh, we're so unlucky. We're so fucking depressed. Oh, you know who else is unlucky and depressed? Ravengard.
Also, it's not like you're going through anything else that the rest of the Blood Angel successors aren't going through themselves. You're not unique.
You're not fucking unique. You're not special. I can name like 5 other chapters that are going through it worse than you.
Mantis Warriors.
Mantis Warriors, very much going through it. How about the Crimson Fists?
I still want Pedro Pascal to pay Pedro. Pedroception.
Give me my animated show. Give me my animated Warhammer 40k hero animated show. Just wanted to ask if Huron Blackheart and Abaddon ever fought. If so, how did it go? They never fought. They did team up in one book, but that book ended with Huron taking the resources that he stole and leaving. They never fought. Huron...
We're just stealing everything, not nailed down.
You gotta remember that Huron is not... He's a pirate. He's a raider. He's not Abaddon's level. He's never been anywhere near Abaddon's level. His entire modus operandi is I steal shit, fuck you. Because he's trying to build the biggest fleet that he can.
I steal shit and leave before you can do anything about it.
What about the Legion of the Damned? God! Last time we heard from them was one of them was in a casket in a short horror story. We haven't heard from them since. There's been no mention of them whatsoever. Because no one bought their models. I'm sorry. Like, everyone's like, what happened to this? They stopped talking about them. What about this? They stopped talking about them. What about this one? They haven't updated the models in years, so like they're not talking about them. You see my predicament here, chat? Why aren't they talking about this? Because the fucking models, they don't print them anymore. So why talk about them?
No new lore.
No new fluff. No new rules. No nothing. Panic at the disco. Okay, fair enough. Did we get told who Red Scorpions is a successor chapter of? No, we have not been told. And GW is avoiding them entirely.
Yeah, they're kind of problematic.
They are, we stopped talking about them in the fluff. They have not been mentioned in a long, long time.
I don't think they've been mentioned since Siege of Rax.
Were they part of Siege of Rax?
There were like a squad or two.
Yeah, no, we haven't, their character models are all gone. I think they did appear in like some of the codexes, but
I think it appears like a Pate's game.
Yeah. But they stopped talking about them.
Yeah, who knew the, Should I say that on stream?
Who knew that basing units off of SWATC... Who knew basing an entire chapter on SWATCs was a bad idea?
Yeah.
Well, they were put into the Blood Angel Successor chapter in Space Marine 2, so maybe they were not put into Blood Angel Successor chapter in Space Marine 2. They were not. They were put into the Unknown Successors. Do I need to open up Space Marine 2 here and fucking fact check?
If I wasn't in the middle of a dungeon, I'd do that right now.
I'm fact checking right now. We're not playing Space Marine 2, we're fact checking. Because if they put them in the Red Scorpions, that just makes me even more mad at this group.
Also, it doesn't really make sense because they're kind of obsessed with genetic purity, and you put them in one of the few successor groups that are not that.
Yeah, if they were Blood Angel Successors, there would be a lot of problems. Hey boss, are Power Swords hard to paint? No. Not in my experience.
Well, that would create an interesting dynamic about how they interact with each other.
We're not genetically pure. Fuck you, father. It's a flat sword, mate. It's... No, it's... So... Power swords usually are painted white with a little bit of metallic blues in there to give it, like, a sort of electric effect on the official models. But then there are people that straight up do paint the swords to look like, they have energy fields crackling off of them and everything.
I paint mine blue with, like, white lightning across the surface.
I started experimenting with mixing the colors with metallics.
Okay.
Like that power spear that I painted for my my Emperor's Children commander. It is a Thunderhawk blue, well, Thunderhawk gray with mithril silver. I can eat my words if I'm wrong, but I swear they are. They better not fucking be. Because they're listed as unknown. We don't know who they are because it's very heavily hinted that they're Emperor's children. Oh boy, heraldry, let's go. Unknown foundings. There they are. They're in the unknown foundings.
I don't even think they really care to find out.
They'd probably piss themselves if they found out who they were. Yeah, no, Blanche's over here. Unknown founding. Red Scorpions. And I only finished their line because I wanted their Deathwatch armor part. Also, my veteran Ultramarine. Woo! Finally was able to get, like, a more cybernetic-looking Tyrannic War veteran. Huzzah, I don't have to suffer anymore. So does Fulgrim still feel bad about killing Ferrus Manus, or did he eventually get over it? He's not mad that he killed Ferrus Manus, he's mad that he couldn't convince him to join. He got over murdering him real fast, like a year after. He got over it real quick.
Yeah, it kind of turned into a whole Macbeth situation with him.
Yeah, he's a fucking dickhead. But yeah, no, he got over it.
Also, just kind of went crazy.
Oh yeah, but that goes without saying. Anybody who joins Chaos usually becomes cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Unless you're Arimon, which in that case you just become very depressed.
Also, just a sassy bitch too.
Oh yeah, no, Arimon's sassy as fuck, and I love him for it. We love our big tittied sorcerer boy.
I remember his first book when he's looking at like the other sorcerer in the warband he's with, and it's like, oh yes, I'm gonna sacrifice this person's eyes so I can gain knowledge. He's like, no, you cut out your own eye, you fucking moron.
You cut out your own eye and you replace their eye with yours, you fucking idiot. That's how you get their knowledge. And the Space Wolves laugh because they just go, I just eat the guy and I learn. Don't let me catch fish. I can't reel in for shit.
Don't let you catch fish?
You're not stupid. You're not stupid. Your brain just misremembered a placement. That doesn't make you stupid. What makes you stupid is if you go and spout this shit off to someone else.
You know how fickle human memory is?
It's...
Now I'm all remembering is that scene from Archer. Krieger's just like, yeah, Cyril. You know how fickle human memory is? Like, human memory isn't fickle. What are your parents' names again? God damn it, Krieger! Did you wipe my parents' names from my memory?
Wait, you play Emperor's Children? If so, thoughts? They're a fun army. They're a very fun army. Very much an army that wants you to think before you move. Because their whole gimmick is that they can advance and still shoot, fall back, still shoot and charge. With the caveats of, if you advance and shoot, you can't shoot at the same target that another Emperor's Children unit's targeted. And if you fall back from combat, you cannot shoot or charge the unit you fell back from. So it wants you to if your guys advance, those guys better be shooting first. Because they can't target a unit if they advanced that another unit has already shot at. They're a very fun army. You have to really think 2 steps ahead. And then they're not a hammer. They're not a chainsaw. They are a rapier. They're a spear. They want to find the weak point in the enemy line and exploit the shit out of it. And then quickly back off.
Honestly, they play very similar to Custodes, except with Custodes, I have to keep the pressure on.
Yeah.
If I back off, I'm screwed.
Yeah, Emperor's Children want to dig in first. They want to, you're poking holes at your opponent until you find the hole that you can exploit. So you hit really hard, you back off while still poking at them, and then once that hole is shown, usually by turn 2 or turn 3, you beeline it for that hole and you tear it wide open.
Yep.
One could say that you're spreading their cheeks nice and wide. Give them a little bit of a sound lube. Also,
for me, once I attack, I've committed. There's no going back.
The guy who won the Edmonton Open, John Lennon. Yes.
Hell of a name.
Hell of a name. And he played Emperor's Children, too. And he won with Emperor's Children. He actually did a very interesting thing. So, I'm gonna No, I'm not gonna do that. Actually, I'm gonna pull up my paint. Hold on. We're doing Microsoft Paint. Hold on. So, drawing a very bad table here. Hold on. So, we're gonna look at this. We're gonna look at this together. So, what John Lennon said, we have a unit in Emperor's Children called the Mauler Fiend. The Mauler Fiend is a 12 wound model at toughness 10, 3 up save, 5 up vulnerable, strength 12 in melee, I think, AP 2, damage D6 plus 1. Its ability is that if it gets damaged, it adds 1 to its hit roll, and if it goes below half wound, if it's at half wounds, it gets plus 1 to wound. So, anybody who sees that thinks, oh, shit, that's probably like a melee offensive liner, right? Like, you put him on the front line. Wrong. You don't put him here, you don't put him in the middle, you put him on the sides. So you take 2 of them, and then you have them wrap around and act as really annoying obstacles. Because if they're sitting on the objective, your opponent's main force is usually going to be focused right here. So if you have 2 Mauler Fiends hanging out in the wings, the guys on the wings, they're such smaller units, they can't handle a melee unit that good, that tanky, and hits that hard on the sidelines. Which means that your opponent either has to split this army in half to go send one half to deal with that side and one half to deal with that side, or they ignore it because there's no point. They just want to take they want to hold theirs, they want to hold center, they want to hold yours. But John Lennon, he kept up the strategy of just have the Mauler Fiends on the wings. Don't use them as the head of your army. And you know what? He's fucking right. In a competitive scenario, the Mauler Fiend's entire role is like a guard dog. That's it. You put it somewhere, you tell it to stay put, and unless your opponent's willing to move an anti-armor unit over to their position, they're not moving. Are they invincible? No, there are plenty of units in the game that will murder them, but like, it's the difference of, do you waste resources going after a model holding a side objective? Or do you try to continue to put pressure on my main force? Decisions. Either way, I'm scoring. I'm somewhat interested in the Lucius the Eternal guy. What are you interested about him? I mean, he eventually got Horus to be a gibbering shell of who he used to be. I'm not surprised Koas will do that to you. Horus is more of a unique case of that the 4 gods are practically playing puppet sock with him. They were using him like a puppet.
He was a meat suit by the end.
He was a meat suit by the end of it. It wasn't a good time for him to be alive, genuinely.
It wasn't Horus anymore. Honestly, I think like the best comparison would be like a dementia patient. He had his moments of lucidity, but for the most part, he was gone.
Have I seen the new rules leak for Horus Heresy? No.
I mean, not really anyone has.
Guy, you gotta remember, I'm not on the internet!
Yeah.
Like,
Boss isn't part of their advertising program.
I'm not. I wish I was! Alright, heroic intervention. It's a leak. Alright, heroic intervention. Trigger, the reactive player may declare heroic intervention reaction. If in step 1 of the challenge subphase, the active player chooses to pass and declare no challenge for selected combat. Cost, the reactive player must spend 1 point of their reaction allotment to declare heroic intervention. Reactions this cost paid as soon as the declaration is made. The combat in which the active player chose not to declare a challenge, triggering this reaction is the target combat. Okay, so if I don't decide to challenge, I can have a unit heroically intervene. Mitsuki, hey! Hey! Taking a bit of a break from painting your model. Holy fuck, my arm hurts. It's coming along, though, slowly. It's nowhere near done. It is coming along. We got black on the back. We're working on her slowly, but rest assured, it is my new project that I am working on. Because 40K released a new rule set that really encourages me to take them. What mini is it? Master of Possession. It was the closest model that I could find that actually looked like it was floating and actually matched Mitsuki's aesthetic. And again, chat, like, this is, I'm going to show you Mitsuki's model. Because, by the way, her model is sick as fuck. This is Mitsuki. Thank you for including the color palette, by the way. Oh my god, this makes my life so much easier. The problem came down to, like, what do I decide for the chest area? Do I go with the shirt, or do I go with, like, just the dress there? I decided to go with the shirt. Because, like, it helps make it pop, and it makes the black be able to be separate. So, yay! Yeah, unit rules have been shown. Oh, fuck me, dude. Ah! All I know is pain! All I know is pain.
All I know is Spain, but remove the S.
Have you seen the leaks? Have you seen the leaks? No, I haven't. Unlike a lot of people. I work! I research stuff. I look stuff up all the time. I'm painting stuff. I'm building stuff. I'm currently trying to plan out, like, several streams. Trying to get a larger video done. That is going to be, like, 40 minutes long. Talking about the Horus Heresy. And that's fun. Try summarizing that, chat! Have you ever summarized the Horus Heresy? Ha! Ha! What's important? What's not? Am I gonna piss some people off because I didn't talk about a very specific character doing a very specific thing in a very specific part of the galaxy whose entire storyline does not affect the fucking event? I'm fine. How are you? Listen, I already know this Horus Heresy video is going to be like, why didn't you talk about this? Why didn't you talk about that?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because it fucking matter? It's...
Sorry guys, but the book series is longer than 60 fucking books. There's just too much shit.
I'm sorry, and like, it's just like, why do I need to talk about that specific one? Like, let's put it this way. I mentioned the burning of Prospero once. I mentioned it once. My favorite Legion gets mentioned once. I love announcer. I wonder how they would be playing while I wonder how they would be while playing Peak. The fuck is Peak? What is this game? Hold on.
Thinking about it like this. What does the burning of Prospero do for the overall heresy?
Oh no, this co-op game.
Oh god, what?
Peak is a co-op climbing game where the slightest mistake can spell your doom, either solo or as a group of lost nature scouts. Your only hope of rescue from a mysterious island is to scale the mountain at the center. Yeah, it's that game. I know exactly what they're talking about.
I've seen clips of it.
Let's put it this way, Mitsuki. I am usually very chill when playing with friends, but then like there's a moment where you could find the point where I snap, because things just start, like, it's a domino effect. One thing goes wrong, everything goes wrong. Next collab, me and announcer play Peak. Alright, I'll buy it after stream and we can set it up. We can set it up. I'll play Peak with you, Mitsuki. But yeah, no, it's a long string of domino effects where it's just like T-Com's seen it. My co-host here, T-Com's seen it. He's seen me lose my shit.
Usually because I caused it.
It's basically just like, it's after like a really long mission. You can tell I'm tired because like I got down like 1 or 2 times from bullshit. And like I'm not complaining about it. I'm just like and then it's either T-Com or it's Shadow who say something because they know it will set me the fuck off. Because they know the game is listening, and the game's just going, yes, I think it would be funny to put the really large bug that hits really hard in this really confined space. And then all of a sudden I hear from either Tweedledee or Tweedlefuck.
Which one am I?
I'm gonna let you two argue it out.
Oh god.
They'll just say, well, at least it can't get any worse. Or
I called dibs on Tweedlefuck.
It can't get any worse, right? Or, man, we haven't seen a boss in a while.
Oh, I know it can always get worse.
And then cue to the 2 other people, usually me and either T-Com or Shadow, looking at the other and going, you had to open your mouth! Also when I'm tired, I will go on tirades and rants. There's an entire famous stream of me going on a tirade about the Total War factions for Warhammer. Because holy fuck. I was tired. Also, have you heard of the fellow Warhammer YouTuber Paul is bad at things? He makes similar but more unfocused content. Yeah, no, I've watched his stuff. I've seen him. He's okay.
Never heard of him.
He really likes Centurions.
Really?
Yeah, no, like Centurion is his favorite model in the entire Warhammer.
Is it like because they're cute thing, or
no? He loves their aesthetic. He genuinely loves what they are. It's one of those things where I'm like, oh my god, someone gets it. Someone understands my love for the tubby boys. By the way, chat, what is a Centurion? Like, for those wondering what a Centurion is?
a Space Marine inside of a Space Marine.
Here's the official art. Here's the official art of a Centurion. This looks badass. This looks sick as fuck. I love how this looks. This looks amazing.
Then you see the model.
Like this looks like this looks like the new why am I forgetting its name already?
$30 or $40?
30K, the new Terminators. Saturn 9. Oh my god. But yeah, this model looks sick as fuck. I love these models. I love the artwork. And then we get to the model. Where's the model? Oh boy. Did not translate very well. And you know what, chat? You know what, chat? You can call these ugly. You can call them gaudy. You can call them over-designed. You know what I respond with? Yeah. And they're my gaudy, over-designed idiots, and I love them for it. I love these dumb motherfuckers. It's even funnier when you slap drills on them. It's even funnier this way. Yes, chat, that is correct. You do see drills, and anti-armor melt-a-guns, and flamethrowers. And yes,
that is 6 bolters in his chest.
Those are bolter nipples. Also, as a unit exclusive, they get mine nipples. You heard me right, chat. They get mine nipples.
Sounds like you're saying my nipples.
Mine.
My nipple.
Like the tank mine.
Yeah, I know. M-I-N-E.
Or you could stick missiles in them if they're the Devastator variant. I love Centurions. I have 9 Centurions at home. 6 Devastator, 3 Assault.
I don't own a single Centurion.
Well, that's just a fucking tragedy.
Why would I? I don't have a space. Well, I mean, I kind of do, but I don't main Space Marines. Why would I get them?
Because it's a fucking tragedy. I think Custodes should have Centurions.
God, no.
God, yes! It would be amazing. I just wish
the Space Marine Centurions already look derpy enough. What do you think they're gonna do when they scale that up for Custodes?
Either make it look like they slapped a heavier top on top of the Terminators, or a slimmer bottom for Terminators. The width of those things. Oh yeah. It's all girth.
Girth.
It's all girth, no quills. Big boys. Yeah, big boys. Oh god, Mitsuki wants me to play Peak with her. What the fuck do I do? What do I do? I'm not prepared. I've watched Mitsuki play games with her friends, and it's just like, how worried should I be? Well, she plays Pokemon Nuzlocke. Oh, that's great. She self-admitted that she's not good at them. Oh, is that because, like, she just genuinely doesn't know what she's doing? Well, she doesn't really, like, play Pokemon that much, and doesn't bother, like, she doesn't care to learn because it's more fun to just, like, play it. I mean, that's fair. That's, like, that's a genuine play to play. Yeah. They've had to restart several times. Oh! Do not get me wrong, if we do get that rolling, I'm very excited to play with Mitsuki. Oh, Blue Sky's requiring age verification?
Good.
Okay, what the fuck is this? I'm not gonna draw my channel, but let's take a look at this. Blue Sky is rolling out age verification in the UK. Okay. It's from The Verge. All right, let's take a look at this, chat. Let's take a look and see how this will...
How will this affect the trout population?
Yeah, how will this affect me? Also, don't... Okay. Blue Sky is adding age verification to its platform in the UK as part of an effort to comply with the country's Online Safety Act in an update on Thursday. The platform says it will let users verify their age by scanning their face, uploading an ID, or entering a payment card. Oh boy, do not like that one. Blue Sky will perform age verification through Kid Web Services, KWS, an Epic Games' own tool. Don't like that.
Oh no.
Why do I have to... Now I understand why you have to put a payment card in.
It's epic.
The developers can use to implement age verification and parental controls on their platforms. If users don't want to verify their age or if they are under 18, they will still be able to have an account with certain features limited. Oh!
It's probably all the NSFW.
Okay, that... So you could still have the account...
Yeah, you probably just can't look at the adult-themed channels.
Okay. I still don't like the payment card.
Yeah,
I still don't like that.
Epic is running it.
I don't like that Epic's running it. But this is okay. This is okay. Limiting functions. That's okay. I'm fine with that. The UK passed the Online Safety Act in 2023, so this is a... Was this a Tory thing? Or was this a Labour thing? I remember when their election was.
I forget which one is the UK's version of that Conservatives. I think it's the Tories.
Tories are Conservatives. Labour is just center right.
Oh, okay. That might be either of them.
Even though Labour is supposed to be like center left, they act center right. Which privacy advocates have warned will lead to a much more censored lockdown internet for British users. Another part of the law is coming into force on July 25th, requiring sites and apps containing porn and harmful content to provide a highly affected age assurance. Platforms that don't comply with the new rules will face fines of up to 18 million, 24 million, or 10% of their worldwide revenue. Once the age requirements take effect, Blue Sky says it will show a notification to the users in the UK asking them to verify their age. Alright.
Yeah, Texas has tried that. Hasn't really gone very well.
So, chat, this all comes back to, as I say, it is not our job to babysit your fucking crotch spawn. I get it. I really fucking do. You don't want your kids to see shit that they shouldn't be watching. Should a 10-year-old be watching two adults going at it? Probably not.
Should they be watching Two Girls, One Cup? No.
No. But you know whose job it is?
That's what parental controls is for.
But you know whose job it is? It's the fucking parent's job.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do I need to censor myself because you can't tell little Timmy to not watch my shit? I have made it very clear my channel is not for kids. Many sites, social media, your kids shouldn't be fucking on them in the first place. I'm sorry. Like, when I have a kid or kids, I am making sure to limit their internet usage. Not like to like an authoritarian degree, but like, you can't go to these sites, and I explain it properly to them. Not just like, oh, they have really bad things. No, there has content that's not appropriate for your age. You don't get to go to those sites.
Once you become a teenager, we'll have this conversation again.
Once you become a teenager, we'll have this fucking conversation again. Because it's like, kids grow up, and we need to start, like, treating them like fucking adults at one point. Or adults to be. But, like, I get it. I really do. Where, like, these sites, they're just trying to comply. They're just trying to follow the rules that are set in certain countries. This is a UK thing. This is a UK thing, so this will not affect a lot. It's not
more than just a UK thing. It's a US thing because we're doing it too.
Yeah, it's proven to not be reliable.
No. For Pornhub in Texas, they just said, "Great,
cool.
Pornhub's not going to be available in Texas anymore."
Fuck you, I guess.
I use a VPN, so
yeah, it's
so easy to get around.
It's so easily circumventable, and this is very much listen, your kid shouldn't have Twitter. I'm sorry.
No.
Your kid shouldn't have a YouTube account. I'm sorry.
They want to use Discord to talk to their friends? That's the thing right now, sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
But
monitor it.
Yeah.
Who are they hanging out with? Who are their friends? What groups are they in? How about be active in your child's life?
Oh no, my parents were very much, hey, you're only gonna get an hour a day on the internet, because the internet is full of child predators.
My parents
I mean, they're not wrong, but they demonized it very much so.
My parents were like, chat, I got caught as a youngin' watching shit that I shouldn't have been watching.
So was I think that's just a general story for everybody.
It's a general story for anybody, but as my parents put it, you aren't in trouble because you watched it. You're in trouble because you lied about it.
Oh no, my parents were very much, tell us the truth, you were watching it, and you won't be punished as much. I told the truth.
And
then I did an experiment. And then I did a full experiment where like I purposely got myself grounded doing different things and like telling them the truth versus lying to them about it. It was always the exact same punishment. It never changed. Why do you think I have a problem with authority figures now?
Kids are smarter than you give them credit for, chat. There are a million other problems going on right now. I'd give less of a fuck what your kid's doing on the internet. That's your responsibility, not mine.
Yeah.
And yeah, there should be very obvious things that kids should not be doing. But guess what? I'm not in charge of your kids. And despite what a lot of people would believe, the engineers and the CEOs of companies are also not responsible for your kids. Unless they are putting stuff in their bodies. In that case, yeah, no, I'd be a little upset if Nestle started poisoning their fucking drinks. I know they did. I know they did. Man, Africa, that's a fucking horror show. Man, Nestle, you're a fucking supervillain. How do you keep getting away with it? Money? Oh.
Because we've tricked everyone into thinking we're a family company.
But we're a family picture. It's crazy. But yeah, no, like, this is... Is this gonna kill Blue Sky? No, it's not. And with what happened with Twitter recently, I can understand the reactionary outrage and wanting to get this pushed through as fast as possible. For those that don't know, the generative AI bot that Twitter uses basically went full Hitler. So,
wait, really?
It went full Hitler. It called itself Mecha Hitler. I shit you the fuck not. And I'm like, how this doesn't prove that these AI models are bullshit and that like they're so easily swayed. How this has not killed the industry immediately is beyond me.
Hey, closed system ones work fine. It's the second you give them access to the internet that shit just goes wrong.
Even the closed access ones, because the closed access ones are only learning what you tell it. And even then, it doesn't understand it. It's just... You're putting information into something that doesn't understand the context and doesn't care about it. Because to a robot, context does not matter.
I was talking more about like what I was talking about the other day about sinners. How they used AI.
It's a whole thing. But either way, like... I see my friends freaking out about it, and this is a situation where I'm like, don't freak out about it. It's... One, these things usually fail, and the next government that comes in quickly removes it, so... Because it's just like, it's wasting time, and it just genuinely isn't working. And we do need to seriously... As a society... I'm sorry, we live in a society. We as a society have to basically sit parents down and say, we're not responsible for your fucking kid, you are. We'll put stuff up in public saying, like, don't be a fucking idiot. Wet floor sign here, please. Don't throw food at the animals in the zoo. Don't leave your child unattended. But, it comes down to you watching your fucking kid.
Oh, I still think we should start removing warning labels off the shit again. Let that problem sort itself out.
We've seen horrors of which, like, the likes of which God has never seen.
Oh, you drank bleach and got poisoned? Well, maybe you shouldn't have been drinking bleach.
Well, then maybe the bleach shouldn't have smelled so damn good. Either way, my opinion is there stuff that I would censor in my life? Yes. Depends on what it is. But at the same time, there is personal responsibility when it comes to your own crotch spawn and who you are as a person. If you have an environment where you are raising your kid, and how you raise your kid is leading them to places where they really shouldn't fucking be, maybe you should look inward. Now...
People are mistaking the societal responsibility for raising a kid with the personal responsibility of raising a kid.
Yeah, and do not get me wrong, like, this is not me saying, like, oh, well, is no one, like, we should just ignore kids in a societal manner entirely. No! I am fully against, one of the things I fucking despise in modern gaming is the loot stores and shit like that. Like, the...
Oh, yeah.
The Fortnite stores. I fucking hate those.
You're raising predatory. Gambling addicts at that point.
You're raising gambling addicts, or you're intentionally playing on someone's fears of, you're gonna miss out. You're gonna miss out. If you don't get it now, you're gonna miss out. And what's a kid terrified of?
It's your parents' money.
What's a kid terrified of? Being left out. So, of course, they're gonna try and buy the new thing or annoy the fuck out of their parents. And just to tell all of you, I despise that method. And we're already, it's a negative, it has negatively impacted the gaming industry. We are seeing those ramifications now. Microsoft just laid off 100,000 workers.
What?
Yeah, Microsoft just laid off 100,000 workers.
God damn.
Also, apparently one of their investors said, "Oh, just use AI to talk about your problems with it." some dystopian, so fucking removed from reality shit.
Oh, that reminds me. So remember, like a couple weeks ago, you told me that like therapy AI apps exist.
Yeah.
I decided to check one of them out, a couple of them out, and basically the quote-unquote therapy they're giving is you should be more honest and open about your feelings. It's super it's not even therapy.
That's
it's just super
therapy.
Basic fucking advice.
That's not taking into account anything the person said. What's their home life like? What are the people that are around them? What is the traumas that led to this situation? Man, it's like we have people that are trained to understand this shit and go through years of school to understand it. Oh, wait! Oh, God. Like, I had one person try to defend AI in front of me and I tore them a new asshole. Holy fuck. Well, I didn't want to learn it. Then fuck off. If you didn't want to learn it, why are you bothering to use it? Holy shit. You don't get to complain something's hard when you don't want to learn it. Here's a cat again, chat. Say hello to the sleepiest baby.
I don't want to learn astrophysics, but I also don't bitch about it.
Priority Investors is one of the most stupidest blonders known in the modern age. It's also short-term profit. They wanna make short-term profit, and then not think about it again. Like, chat, you know we're in the dystopian age. We're in the fucking dystopian age when Ubisoft's new terms of service came out and said, hey, yeah, if we're not working on a game, destroy your fucking... Like, if we're not, like... If we shut down the servers, destroy your fucking game if it's a physical copy.
You don't own your games.
Then if I don't own it, it's not stealing. It's not piracy.
Yep.
When did we get here? I personally choose to blame... What's his fucking face? Ronald Reagan? For a lot of the problems with modern capitalism? I choose to blame him?
I mean, the problem started long before him.
Oh, it started long before him, but he exacerbated it.
The children's yearn for the mines.
Plays Frostpunk 2.
That's what's wrong.
The children's yearn for the mines.
They do!
They do!
They really do in the game.
Chat, do not... in Frostpunk 2, do not deny the mines to the children. In real life, though, no, please deny them.
But they're so efficient. Children are so efficient in working in mines. They can get all into those nooks and crannies. They also require less oxygen.
Jesus.
These are all actual examples of why they just use children.
No, this discourse. We went from Centurion funny to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to Announcer of Games. We're a variety stream.
This is a pretty normal stream.
Like, we talked about monster fucking at one point. After going through what? Like... I don't remember what the conversation was, but it was completely innocent, and then we started talking about, like, what monsters we'd like to fuck.
I don't remember this. It sounds like something we do.
Welcome to my channel. Welcome to streams. My videos are focused. My videos have scripts that are still from me. They're still my genuine thoughts, opinions, and me giving the information as best I can in my own words. My streams, we go from talking about Lucius the Eternal respawning without his weapons to Yes, I do believe that capitalism is truly a problematic system that needs a lot of fixing. Or we need to try something new as a society. More socialist understandings, more socialist leanings, more social programs to help people come back from the brink of death. You know, I think this would be great. 2. Man, dude, snake girls are hot! I'd fuck a snake girl! This is me. I don't speak for you.
They aren't really my thing.
I know they're not your thing, they're my thing, though.
How dare you?
How dare I? I just said they aren't your thing.
Yeah. We all have to like the same things.
We all have to like the same things. Well, what monster girl would you fuck, sir?
I don't know.
Hey boss, if the 4 moral champions got put into an arena and fought, how do you think it would go? Which ones?
And also, at what point in time? Because that also depends how much their god likes them.
By the way, just to let you all know, Karn the Betrayer is still fucking scary in 30k with a butcher knife. Just saying. Well, you typed that out. So it didn't care then, but how did the Primarch v Primarch stream go? Mortarion came out on top. Lucius and Typhus, etc., currently. Modern 40k? Right now it's Lucius.
Has Armin reconciled with Tzeentch yet?
Yeah, Arimon's reconciled with the Thousand Sons and Magnus.
Okay.
They reconciled back in like 8th edition. Magnus called him back and was like, I forgive you for what you did. And Arimon's just like, cool, so what do you want? I want you to go, like, find your brain. I want you to go find your brain. Oh, cool. Get on it. But yeah, no, like, right now it's Lucius. If you're talking fluff stuff, like, if you had to really make me fucking power scale, it's the guy who, if you take any satisfaction in his death, or any satisfaction in the kill, or whatever the fuck, he possesses you. He comes out on top. Because all he has to do is, like, Karn kill him, and then he possesses Karn. Or he lets Typhus kill him, and Typhus is an arrogant dickhead. And 9 times out of 10, Arimon gets the shit kicked out of him because he's not a combat character. He's a spellcaster. And, like, yeah, like, he could open a black hole, but, like, Karn ignores it by sheer fucking willpower, and Typhus is just like, I'm also a psyker. Psychic Battle of Doom! And then Karn and Lucius behead both of them, and then Karn kills Lucius, and Lucius possesses Karn, leading to Lucius winning. It's an unfair fight. Stat-wise, though...
It has to be in combat for Lucius to do his thing, right?
No.
If I blow him out an airlock.
It's any context in which he dies.
Okay.
If actions you take lead to his death, it counts. How about 30k? I'm betting Karn.
All I'm picturing is just some servitor on a planet accidentally putting cyanide into like corpse starch, and it eventually gets to Lucius.
So if we're talking fucking 30k, that's a different story entirely. Typhus, the bloody bastard who doomed the entire Legion because power. Yeah, there's nothing else to say about it. He did do that for those reasons. And he's not sorry about it. He knows what he is. And
I mean, even when Mortarion calls him out on it, he tells Mortarion to get fucked.
Yeah, like, to be fair to Typhon, like, fuck you, dude?
He knows what he's about, and he sticks to it.
Yeah, and he was a weakling all of his, like, he was always persecuted all his life. So, yeah, he's gonna fucking do the fucking dickhead thing. Do they have Eternal Warrior? So, Lucius gets reroll hit and reroll wound. His Blade of Lair, Fleshbane wounds on 2s, Duelist Edge. It's +1 his initiative. Gets Precision, Relentless, independent character. It's +1 to his attack, so he goes to 5. Emperor's Children, so if he charges, he gets first turn. The Cutter. We both have Murderous Strike. No, Blade of Lair doesn't have Murderous Strike. But it will... weapon skill 7. Karn is weapon skill 7. They hit on 4s on each other. Karn gets Hatred. No, does he? Does he get Hatred? No. He gets reroll wound rolls, though. Welcome to me figuring shit out, chat.
Well, I know Will's gonna find this game annoying. Because they use the American spelling for aluminum.
Karn has an Iron Halo, so he gets
The
a 5
correct spelling.
Save. Oh, no, he has a 4 vulnerable save. Lucius has an Iron Halo as well. They both get 4 up. They're both 2 up. Wait, no, is Karn 2 up? Yeah, he's 2 up. Oh, Lucius is faster. Alright, by sheer fucking happenstance, Lucius beats Karn.
He's what, 2 inches faster?
He is 1 point faster at initiative 6, but he also gets +1 initiative if he's in a challenge.
Okay.
And he gets 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, re-rolling everything.
Well, you said faster. I thought you meant movement range.
Yep. Karn is forced on his invulnerable save. Which... Yeah, no, he's dying. Lucius beats ya boy. And 30k, at least. He would have trouble getting through Typhon. Because Typhon is super duper fucking tough.
Yeah, that's kind of his thing.
And he is a psyker, so he gets to cast spells. Unless Korn prevents Karn from getting possessed. If Karn lost to Lucius, then he fucking deserves it. If Karn was stupid enough to get into a fight with Lucius, then he fucking deserves it.
It's a very Karn thing to do, though.
It is a very Karn thing to do, but it's why Lucius steers clear of him. Because he doesn't want to take that gamble.
You know what memes I miss? The Karn is such a good guy memes.
That nice guy, Karn. And as
I was having, as a cultist, I was struggling keeping up. So he picked me up and threw me at the enemy. What a nice guy.
What a nice guy. And as always, the worst of the 4 is Arimon.
Yeah, again, because you're putting him in a fight.
You're putting him in a fight. Like, in 30k, his weapon skill is 5. God damn it! He is the first company captain! This is pissing me off! Why is
I'm perfectly
Amon
fine.
better than him?
I am perfectly fine with that with him.
Why is Amon better than him? Oh my god! You don't think about this shit until someone asks about it. But yeah, no, Modern 40k, it's Lucius. 30k, I think it's Typhon. Because Typhon can just tough it out. Karn can't. Which is just like, oh, I hope you like pain. And then, like, in Modern 40k on the tabletop right now, I think it's Lucius that's still the strongest, because, like, fights first, 8 attacks, hitting on 2s, rerolling everything against characters, at strength 8, AP minus 3, damage 3. He's fucking up a lot of stuff. Like, he was, like, to put into perspective, chat, Lucius was walking through tanks when I played with him last. Apparently Scouts and Destroyers are now gone for 3rd edition. I doubt that. Let's wait for the fucking box first. Let's wait for the rules first before. Yeah, no, Lucius is beating the shit out of Typhus in 40k. Which makes sense as well, because Typhus is only 90 fucking points. I need to see what Karn's stats are again, because I forget. Yeah, Valoric stuff, so who knows. This is why I don't try to guess shit. You can make all the claims you want. 3, 4. Yeah, no, Karn's dying too. Yeah, no, Lucius right now is the best out of all of them. In combat, at least. Hi, Super Gamer. Alright, anyway, that's it for the stream today. Yeah, I got other stuff that I need to do today. But, thank you all so much for coming. Thank you all so much for watching. Let's see who is on Twitch right now. Let's see who's live. Who should we go right into? There is no one I can raid into. Okay, never mind. We will not be raiding into somebody. Big sad. But, yeah, I will talk to you all on Saturday. There will not be a stream tomorrow because I'm going to be helping some friends move. So, yes, stay tuned, chat. And I'll talk to you all on Saturday.